Hey, friends of Evan Carmichael and Evan, my friend, buddy, appreciate you doing this takeaway on me. An obsessed person doesn't care if they don't like that activity, but they have to do it. You're obsessed, you're in it, you do it anyway, no matter what.
Look, if you want to be in business for yourself and free, you must learn to dominate. You cannot compete. You should not get your advice from people in the middle class about finances.
Hello, Believe Nation. I'm Evan Carmichael. My one word is believe, and I believe that entrepreneurs are going to solve all of the major problems of the world. So to help you on your journey, today we're going to learn from motivational speaker, trainer, and author Grant Cardone and my take on his top 10 rules for success, volume 2. Rule number 4 is my personal favorite, and I'd love to know which one you guys like the best. And as always, guys, as you're watching, if you hear something that really resonates with you, please leave it down in the comments below, put quotes around it so other people can be inspired, and when you write it down, it's much more likely to stick for yourself as well. Enjoy.
I hear a lot of guys saying right now, like, hey, only do the things you want to do. Dude, I do stuff I don't want to do every single day, okay? So I don't know who these people are that don't do the things they don't want to do. Maybe they were given a business or something, but I'm going to tell you something, man. If you don't do the things you don't want to do, you're not going to grow your business. You won't keep your business. I'm telling you, you have to be willing to do. You got to be so obsessed that you don't care. See, an obsessed person doesn't care if they have to clean a toilet. You know,
Yep.
An obsessed person doesn't care if they don't like that activity, but they have to do it. You're obsessed, you're in it, you do it anyway, no matter what. I remember my mom told me one day, she's like, you know, Grant, I love you just the way you are. Because I'm telling her about all these dreams I have as a child, right?
Yeah.
And I was reminded when my sister told me like 30 years later, you know, Grant, you've done a lot. We love you just the way you are. And I'm like, dude, I wonder how many times I've been told that. You know,
Wow.
and the fact is, so what they love me just the way I am? I don't. I don't love me just the way I am, which opens up to this whole field of people that's like, just love yourself the way you are. Look, if you're broke, you're not living on purpose, you don't like your job, you can't get away from your job, dude. If you're stuck in a house you don't like, why would you want to love that? You should become obsessed with hating it, man. It's obsessed or average, one of the two. So just pick. Get a t-shirt, obsessed, or get another t-shirt, average.
Which one would you be more proud wearing, right?
Yeah. Who do I want to be, man? Who do I want to be? How do I want to die, man? I want to die all in. Here's the deal. Guy just hit me on Snapchat and said, hey, man, I'm going for it because I only got one life to live. And I snapped him back and just said, hey, man, what if that one life thing isn't true, bro? And he's now he's wondering. He's like, what you mean, man? What you mean? I said, well, here's the deal, okay? I mean, you don't know and I don't know, right? I mean, maybe you don't know, and maybe I do. But here's the deal. I'm much more dangerous and much more of a risk taker and much more a go it all the way dude and less introverted when I'm not worried about the one life myth, okay? I'm thinking, hey, baby, what if I live forever, man? Then am I willing to take the risk? Am I willing to make the sales call? See, me living forever, the immortality concept, makes me way dangerous. Makes me sick dangerous, makes me crazy dangerous, okay? It makes me want to go for it every freaking single day because I don't have the ultimate to lose. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, check it out. Maybe you know, maybe you don't know, but I'll bet you're curious. What if you live forever? What if this is like the 1,000th time? What if you got 1,000 more runs at this deal? Well, then go for it. Bottom line is one life or many lives. Go for it today. Go for it in a big way and go for it like you're going to live forever.
Look, if you want to be in business for yourself and free, you must learn to dominate. You cannot compete, okay? How many were trained this? Competition is a healthy thing. That message was not being delivered to entrepreneurs. That message was being delivered to consumers. There was somebody saying, look, the more oil companies we have, the better, because it's good for the customer, right? The more technology companies we have, it's not just Microsoft, the better for the customer. And inventions and improvements in products comes from competition. But if you're the one playing the game, you want to dominate the field. So look, here's the deal. I might be wrong in what I say, okay? I might be wrong in the things I do in my life and the business that I started. My family's told me not to start every business that I've been involved in, every one of them. Every one of them was a risk. Every one of them I had to take a chance. I remember my mom used to tell me, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I'm like, Mom, you wouldn't do anything. Well, you wouldn't do anything except be the mother, a great mother to 5 children. My mother wasn't an entrepreneur. She didn't have my dreams. Just because she's my mom doesn't mean she dreams like me. Would you agree? Okay? My mom was wrong about everything she told me not to do. Love my mom to death. Okay? Unbelievable friend of mine. She was wrong. I needed to do those things. Okay? Steve Jobs needed to build this phone. Would you agree? Did he help a lot of people? Did he make some money while he was doing it? $119 billion in 5 years. In the bank, cash. I'm not talking about, I'm talking about done in the bank, sitting there. Okay? Brings a great product to the marketplace. Domination or competition? Total domination. Coca-Cola, competition or domination? Total domination, okay? Exxon, total domination. You see what I'm saying? You want to be in a dominating point, okay? So what we got to do is we got to get you thinking. We got to get you thinking like the dominators think. How do they act? How does Warren Buffett act? What does Warren Buffett do with his time all the time? Those are the people I study today. I don't study the people that I went to school with, the teachers I went to school with. I don't even study my own family members, okay? I'm looking for people that are way up here that I can say, hey, what are they doing? Because they're doing it right. I know that one of the key things, one of the things that's made me successful in my life is making it a priority to control my thoughts. Like, what am I thinking about? Like, literally putting discipline in on how I talk to myself. And so I don't want this to sound all psychobabble stuff. It's not like, oh, if you just stand in the mirror and talk to yourself and say positive things, everything's gonna be all right. That's not true. Be careful what you say to yourself, okay? Because if you're saying a $30 steak is a lot of money, or a $4 toy is a lot of money when your kid wants a $4 toy, listen to what you're saying. That's a lot of money. Dude, if $4 is a lot of money, okay, on my worst day, $4 has not been a lot of money, even though, okay, I've been at periods in my life where I didn't have $4. So I'm talking to you today about how do you control? How do you control? How do you discipline? How do you start monitoring what you're saying to yourself? I can't find the right girl. I can't find the right guy. There's no good guys left in this town. All men are pigs. Women cheat on their men. Marriage is hard. Having kids is difficult. I don't want to pay taxes. You know, I can't help myself. I can't stop. I can't trust myself. I never do what I say. I procrastinate. I'm an introvert. I'm broke. I'm poor. So, look, what are you saying to yourself all the time? The first thing I did was I took a little journal out and I just wrote down all the negative things I say to myself. By the way, I just gave you the list. Okay? I can't spend money. I can't save enough money. I don't make enough money. Okay, I don't know how to invest in the stock market. I can't invest in real estate. I don't have time to do this. You know, the time thing, people just kill themselves with the time thing. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. Guess what? Oops, you don't have enough time. You don't have time, you don't have money. Catch yourself every time you say, I don't have time, say, hey, I create time. Every time you say, I don't have money, I create money. Or maybe just start literally like talking to yourself that, hey, I am a millionaire. I am a multimillionaire. I own, if you're in the apartment game and you want to be in apartments, but you don't know anything about apartments, you can start literally talking to yourself saying, I am worth, or I own 100 units. I did this for years. For years before I ever bought an apartment, I used to write down, I own 20 apartments that earns 12% cash flow. Over and over, I bet I wrote this down 1,000 times. I own 20 apartments. My first deal was 38 units. I own 20 apartments or more And I write it in any little journal, any piece of paper, any legal pad. Every time you say something negative, write down, I need to lose weight. Okay? That's good. That's good. But you know, if you're running a race, you don't say, I need to finish the race. You're looking for you got to run, right? You got to run, you got to move, you got to keep moving your feet. So, I mean, you can sit there and say, I got to finish this race. But the truth is, if you need to lose weight, man, just once you pick your target weight and start affirming that I weigh 165 pounds. I weigh 165 pounds. So just switch it a little bit, right? All you're trying to do is discipline. You're trying to move the river. So if you're broke right now, quit saying I am broke and start saying what you want. Where are you going? You got to get some haters. You need haters. No school is going to teach you how to get a hater. Okay? High school, elementary school, colleges, what do they teach? You want to be the most popular person. No, you want haters. Okay? The companies that are hated are the companies that are exploding. The people that are hated are the people that explode. If I don't hate you, if nobody hates you, nobody knows you. So the reason I'll tweet, for instance, when we started, we had this that newsletter that I sent out, okay? We sent it out every week. We were hitting people once a month, and we started getting complaints. You send stuff out too much. My office came to me. We went to twice a month. They came to me. We have more people pulling off of the newsletter. Good. Double up again. Why? I want haters. Okay? So we started sending out one every week, and then I started a Twitter account. I actually had people write, Grant Cardone, social media people, Grant Cardone is an example of what not to do with social media. I said, freaking, just multiply. Just increase it, okay? We were doing like 4 tweets a day. Good, do 2 an hour. Why? Because I want my competition hating my guts. I want them talking about me. I mean, I don't really want people to hate me. You understand what I'm saying about? I want them so energized that they actually start pushing me. They start promoting me. I use every one of the news channels. If you'll see me on TV doing news one day, okay? I don't watch news. I make news. See the shift? You see the slight shift? Don't watch the news. Decide when you leave here today to make the news. Right? You don't read the newspaper, you write newspaper articles. You don't read books. Yeah, read them, but learn to write them. And you don't need to spend a lifetime writing the book. This was 3 hours. Okay, we sold 40,000 copies of this one book, and it was self-published. It's never, ever, ever been in a bookstore. A guy writes me, says, man, you got misspelled words all in that book. I'm like, yeah, what, so what, where are they? 123, 128, 134, 165, 120. I'm like, yeah, and bad grammar too. I'm like, yeah, what's your point, dude? What's your point, man? Why you keep telling me that? He's like, because, man, you got misspelled words in a book. It's a bestseller, okay? So it ain't best written, okay? You know what this word, just so nobody I don't want you to think that that's a cuss word. The word, look it up in the dictionary, means a complainer, a whiner, an excuse maker. I wear a little band on my pin here, on my wrist here. It's a little black band, and it says, champions dominate. And on the other side, don't be a little bitch. That's right. Because I don't need it. I need to get rid of the whiners, the excuse makers. Oh my God, it's the market. It's the market. Oh my God, prices. Oh, inventory. Okay. 9 months ago, there's too much inventory. Now, too little inventory. Human beings have so many excuses, it's unbelievable. You know why? Because you watch the news too much. Because you've agreed to receive news, not make news.
My journalism professor said, the money will come. Follow your heart, follow your passion, the money will come. That's what was told to me.
And he knew nothing about money, otherwise he wouldn't have been in his job.
You mean as a professor?
He should not have been giving you advice on money. He doesn't have any money. You got people.
But if his measurement of success is not money and it's
then why is he
prestige
giving you advice on money? That's my point. My dad died when he was 52, okay? He made it in the middle class. My mom and my dad thought they had made it when the truth is the next week my mom had to sell the house he had bought so we could live. That is not making it, okay? You should not get your advice from people in the middle class about finances. They don't know anything about finances.
If you know what day it is, you are not busy enough. I recently heard this week, oh, it's Monday, man. It's so hard to get started on a Monday. I'm like, dude, how do you even know it's Monday? I don't know what day it is. On Wednesday, we hear it's humpback day. We're halfway there. So it's Friday and it's like, oh, thank God it's Friday or follow Friday or like, dude, how do you people know what day it is? You're not busy enough. You need to be so freaking busy that you don't know what time it is. You don't know if it's before lunch, before dinner, after dinner. Come on, you've had those productive days. Remember the day when you were so productive, you literally worked through lunch and dinner and you looked up at 7 o'clock. You should have been home an hour ago and you're like, dude, I hadn't had lunch or dinner. You know why? Because that day you were eating the marketplace. You were consuming the marketplace because you were active, productive, hitting it, slamming, creative, and completely committed. Look, that's where you need to be today. Look, I don't know what Monday, Wednesday, or Friday are. I don't know about Saturdays and Sundays. I know this. Create tremendous amounts of activity. So much activity that you lose track of time. Your success is not going to come from watching TV or looking at a calendar. Your success is going to come from activity, from being busy, from being obsessed, from being like so into it that you don't know about, oh my gosh, it's the Monday morning blues, or Wednesday humpback, or Friday what? I don't know, Friday what? Whatever, okay? Get busy. At different places in life, I promise you, you're gonna find you don't know where to go. Everybody goes through this. The most successful people in the world wake up some mornings with no clue what to do today. Okay, so first thing I want you to know is that it's normal. It happens to everybody. It's not like you're a bad person or you're lost or you're depressed or you got some problem you need to take medication for. Everybody, regardless of their stature in life, where they are, regardless of their money, their relationship, their job, they run the joint, promise you no matter how much they present, like they look like they got the whole package put together, everybody has those days, and the sun is kicking today, has those days where they don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, you know? Uncertainty. My friend Dale Christensen told me when I was 25 years old, I was experiencing depression every day. He's like, no matter what, man, no matter what, dude, show up. Even if your eyes are bleeding, show up. I've been doing that for 34 years now. Show up even when I don't want to, okay? And then what I try to do is I try to help one person. And what happened over the period of 34 years, I did that every day. I'm not depressed anymore, at least not for long periods of time. I don't use any kind of medication, don't use any kind of drugs, don't smoke weed, don't drink, excessively drink. I might have a drink once in a while. And got a beautiful wife, 2 beautiful kids, and for the most part, my life is freaking wonderful. All I did was this. I don't overanalyze. Never do I label myself a loser, a quitter. I'm hard on myself. I never label myself OCD, ACD, ADD, OCDD, whatever, a depressant, alcoholic, a drug addict. No, I don't. This is what I do. I do things, okay? I show up, move in the direction. I don't overanalyze, move in the direction that I think could be more pro-survival than staying in one place. And number 3, help somebody.
Yeah, boy. My wife kicked me out. I'm just hanging out here and you just came along and tagged along.
Okay. Come on, man. Who were y'all pulling for last night?
What do you need? Oh,
Canelo, huh?
Yeah,
come on,
bro. Hell yeah.
Man. Come on.
Hey, you got a lighter by any chance? You guys got a lighter?
I don't have a lighter. You got a lighter? Who's got a lighter?
me get that for you, man. Let me get that for you. You know, my mission in life is to serve people, man. Flip that thing around.
No, él es suficiente. Él solo va a
You're
hablar
gonna be a
con
movie
ustedes.
star, man. You're gonna be a movie star, man.
Yeah, van a ser famosos, man.
Let me get this. Let me get this for you.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Dude, you having beer already?
I haven't fallen asleep.
Come on, man. Go get your wife back.
I am. Don't worry. I
get your wife.
I know I am.
You can't do that from here, man. You can't do that. Sit down, man. Come on, man. What will Canelo do, man?
I know.
Huh? He'd get back in the ring.
I'm just waiting for her to wake up, and then I got her.
Get back in the ring, man.
Yeah.
Okay?
No thought about that. Thank you.
Look for somebody to help, man. There's people all over this planet, man, just lost. Look, here's my boy right here. What's going on, man? Dude, you selling this?
Yes, $10.
My man's working. You're not drinking that, right?
No, $10.
Dude, I like you. What's your name, man? Mike. Let's see. Can I give you this chair? Why don't we do this, man? Why don't we make it 100?
Thank you, man.
And you keep it.
Thank you, boss. Thank you, boss. Yeah, you made
What's your name, man?
Mike.
What do you do, man?
Huh?
What do you do?
I work at McDonald's.
Oh, awesome, man.
Thank you.
Awesome, man. You got a wife?
No, I don't.
You got kids?
No.
You got a mom?
Yes.
Dad?
Yes.
Good, man. Give him some of that.
All right, thank you,
You gonna
boss.
help him out? You ain't using drugs, are you?
No.
You don't drink, right?
No.
Good, man.
Thank you.
Where you from, man? Where you from?
Minnesota.
Before that, where's your family from?
China.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Help somebody, man. Help somebody. I know you want to do that. Everybody wants to do that. Everybody wants to be the guy that helps somebody out, man. Random dude, I don't even know his name. He's
Mike.
like, I'm from Mike from Minnesota. His name ain't Mike and he ain't from Minnesota. Come on, let's keep it real. But you know what? His day's different today. You see that big smile on his face when I did that? Just like pop. Help somebody. Hey, friends of Evan Carmichael and Evan, my friend, buddy, appreciate you doing this takeaway on me. I really, really appreciate everything you've done for me and what you've done for so many entrepreneurs. I'm in Malibu right now, Evan. I wish you could get away from New York this weekend, come down and see me. It was supposed to be June gloom, brother, but instead of June gloom, it's just June beautiful. I'm hanging out in Malibu. I got my staff down here. I hope you guys enjoyed the 10 takeaways that Evan liked. I loved what he picked. Hope you do too. If you have any questions or comments for me, please hit us up. Evan, again, thanks for what you're doing. Appreciate you, man. God bless and be great. And believe.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to get your pick of who I should profile next in the top 10s, check out the link in the description and go and cast your vote. I also want to give a quick shout out to Monica Tepp. Monica, thank you so much for picking up a copy of my book, Your One Word, and taking that picture with all your other books. It's an honor to be with those great books as well. So thank you so much for the support, and I'm glad you enjoyed the read. So thank you guys again for watching. I believe in you. I hope you continue to believe in yourself and whatever your one word is. Much love. I'll see you soon.
First thing you got to get right if you want to be in the sales game today is you got to get your freaking financial literacy right. You got to get your money financial mindset right. You got to start thinking about taking your finances from the level you are to the level where you and your family deserve to be. Now, you know this is true. Okay, people that are not making enough money simply make sense of why they're not making enough money. Money's not going to make me happy. I'm fine where I am. I'm doing better than people that live in Afghanistan. Okay? Well, none of that makes sense if you have the potential to make more money. If you have a great product, a great company, and you know another call, another strategy, one more little maybe angle, something that you could persist with. If you know that you could be making more money and you aren't, let's get that fixed, okay? I wrote this little book called The Millionaire Booklet. This took me about 2 hours to write. This took me 30 years to put together, okay? This is the Playbook to Millions. We actually called it Playbook to Millions originally, and Google and Facebook wouldn't let me advertise it because they said, you can't promise to make people millionaires. I said, no, you can't. I can. I've made millionaires. And the first thing to becoming a millionaire, a multimillionaire, a hectamillionaire, or a billionaire, and I've spent time with enough billionaires now, is they have made decisions to get their money right, okay? Whether they're going public or selling a product, scaling out, they had to make a decision to get the money, the finance model of their household, their business, their product, or their IPO right? If they want to go to the market and become a public company. So number one, get your money right. It's not about product knowledge first. It's not about sales knowledge first. It's not about sales process first. It's not about the follow-up first or writing the customer up first. It's not even about attitude first. It's about get your financial mental, get your money mental right, okay? Because if you're satisfied, if you're happy where you are financially, why would you sell anything else? Look, let's face it, you're on commission. You get paid to sell things. You get paid to close deals. You get paid to follow up only when it works. Okay, number one, get your money mindset right. If this is your target right here, you know, this is how big, that's what you should be going after. Because this guy, this point over here, might actually know him. You know, I want people in South Korea and North Korea to know me. I don't care if they're communists. Doesn't matter to me, dude. Kim Jong, Wong Kong, whatever, dude. I don't care. I don't, you know, I want all these particles. These are particles. These are people, right? They're like, I want them all to know my name. Because if they all know my name, dude, and they send a vibration to that guy, I got it. People don't know you, they don't buy from you. Okay? There's an old saying that if people got to like you to buy from you. It's not true. People have to know you, though. They don't know you, they won't trust you. The more they hear your name, the more this one point right here hears this name, oh, I think I can trust that name. When I grew up, I thought I needed to market here. This was my market. It was a mistake, man. My market should have been out here. That means you need money, though, because a lot of this marketing is going to be wasted. You know? And it takes a lot of energy, man. So you need your team on the freaking, you need your team. For me to market to this one guy is one energy level. For me to market to all these people every day, okay? You gotta remember these people are in a different time zone than these people. So I get 8 hours of sleep, the other 16 hours a day, dude. It's hammer down. Maybe with a 10-minute nap, it's freaking hammer down. That means I need my wife and my kids on with me, on board all the time, 16 hours. I need to hit. And early on, I didn't have that because I didn't have the girlfriends. You know, he knows to come in with the camera, right? Those guys over there know to light up. You got to get your team right because that's what you're taking on. You're not taking on this guy. See, this is what everybody goes into business. They're like, I'm gonna get my business plan, but look, the business plan is this. It's on this, right? Dude, this is what your business plan is. You know, you need energy. You need energy to go to these places. So I don't need a girlfriend saying, "Oh, could just cuddle." Dude, I ain't got time to cuddle. I'm trying to do this thing, okay? Why don't you help me do this thing, and then we got some time to cuddle. You know, so really, really important to get everybody on the same page. Had an idea, took it to the marketplace, learned how to pitch it. Changed my environment, started hanging around winners. Where are the winners? They're on top of the hill, bro. They ain't at the bottom of the hill. They're not at the Holiday Inn, the Marriott, okay? They're not where my mama told me to go. My mama told me, save everything, save everything, save everything. And she taught me that for one reason, because she didn't know how to make money. So what I've done, look, I'm 58 years old. Just turned 59, actually. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life helping people figure out what I did. Okay, everybody should be able to do this. Everybody should have the opportunity to take their family, their kids, their wife, their husband, take them wherever they want to go, okay? Everybody. The truth is, everybody does have the opportunity. Most people just are not willing to read, study, learn. So now, if you are one of those people, here's a little warning to you. You gotta pick your mentors carefully. Okay? I tell Captain Ryan all the time, I'm like, Captain Ryan, you can't listen to everybody, dude. You can't study everybody. Those of you out there that are studying, you're opening up every Facebook feed, every Snapchat, looking at every YouTube video. You have to pick.
You got to pick. See, these are good people, right? You got to pick who you're going to learn from. Okay, you got to pick who you're going to learn from. You have to be selective. If I'm somebody that you resonate with, study me. Okay, if I'm not the guy, then find somebody that's made it. Okay, not just money, but has time for their family, time for vacations, time for spirituality, time to take care of their physical condition, time to give back, time for charity, time to help the military out, those guys that are out there serving over there. Look, find somebody that matches your values and study that person deep.